Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another live stream here on the Aviator 268 channel. As we continue with the series of celebrating 24 years of Delta Virtual Airlines to the virtual airlines community. We're on the ground here at Denver, heading over to Billings. And we are just about to get started. The aircraft is on the ground, already fueled, and just ready for the passengers to get on board. So we're about to begin boarding. We have two of our friends coming along with us today, Tyrone and Nathan. Nathan over there in the A350. Not sure how he's going to get the A350 down there, but hey, it's a sim world. We can do anything we want, right? All right, no problem. So we would definitely get this party started as we head over to Montana. Flight time is about 1 hour and 3 minutes, and gate to gate time will be 1 hour and 31 minutes. We'll see, of course, if we can get there faster, but we're going westbound. So the westbound is going to take a little bit longer because we have those stiff headwinds coming around with our flight. Let's go ahead and get GSX to start boarding process so we can get ourselves ready. So we'll click start boarding. And we'll see our marshals get into position. I really need to message the people over there at FS Dream Team because we want to get the marshals to come on the side as well. That would help us to see the gate versus having to show where the airport, where the parking is. We can simply just see the marshals with their wands and their lovely green suits. Their uniform with that, so it'll be easy for us to see. So I'll just probably send a message to them to make sure that they see that.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All right, that's good that you're ready for pushback. All right, so just jump into the airplane. We've already done our flight planning, so it's just to get the checklist complete. We have a handy dandy checklist that we will be able to use.
Passengers boarding started. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
But before I start, we want to make sure flight deck and interior inspections have been completed. Pre-flight procedure is complete. IRS modes are nav, and display switches are normal and auto. Emergency lights armed. Passenger signs now coming on. We've already refueled. Window heat switches are on.
Locking gear.
Pressurization panel is set. Pressurization mode selected is auto. Mode control panel is just about set. So let's go flight number 230, and we're departing from runway 34. So that will be heading 30100. And we will get our speeds shortly. Oxygen mask, regulator, interphone have been checked. Altimeter is 2939 set 3 times. And warning and announcing lights have been checked. Anti-skid light is off. Landing gear is down 3 greens. Thrust levers are closed. The engine thrust levers are cut off. Seatbelt trim cutout switches and normal. Fire warning has been checked. Radios and transponder and radar have been set with the exception of this, which is supposed to be Focus 1425. 1425. And landing gear, fire rudder and aileron trim free and 0. Parking brake is set. And we have the bright light there. The flight attendant briefing has been completed, and we will run the departure briefing right now. For our departure today, we're departing out of Denver. Our flight time is estimated 1 hour and 3 minutes. We're cruising that out to the flight of the 340. We have 140 something people on board. 147 people on board, and the fuel is 13,900 pounds. Aircraft is good, don't have any issues on it. We didn't bust any tires recently, so we are good to go where that is concerned. Our taxi today is going to be a somewhat of a long one. Let's see, our taxi is going to take us on a pushback to, I think, the blue line or the purple line. We take taxi out to Alpha November. Then from Alpha November, we will go towards Golf, then Whiskey Alpha all the way to runway 34 left. So pretty one straightforward out, then make a left on Golf and a Whiskey Alpha to 34 left. For departure this evening, we are going to be taking the Crosswing 5, I think it is. Crosswing 1 departure. Let's get these pins so I don't have to keep switching over to the, and let's get 35 left in the event we have to return. Right. So we're using the Crosswing 1 departure, and our top altitude is flight level 230. There we go. Top altitude is flight level 230. For this departure, taking off runway 34 left, climb passing 5,934 with direct to Nikita, on Nakata, then Hawker, Benita, then to Rick, then to Crosswing, then on the flight plan route. As we would have stated, we are taking off runway 34 left. Once we depart at or below 80 knots, we will stop for anything that will make the craft unflyable. Between 80 knots and V1, stop only for any fire. Warning, V1, climb flight to 5,000, come to 7,000, and then we'll determine if we have any issues and how we're going to fix it. Then if we need to come back, we'll make a right crosswind, then come back around and land, or we make a left, right crosswind, come back around and land on runway 35 left. 35 left is in the system here, should we need it. All right. The weather today is looking pretty nice for a departure. 07015, some gusty winds, 10 statute miles, few clouds at 9,000, broken at 11,000, broken at 22,000, temperature 17, dew point -9, temperature is 2939er. So no threats where weather is concerned for our departure. We don't have any big threats either. It's a big open field, and so we have a clearance of 10,200 as our MSA. So nothing in the way of our approach and departure field, so we have no threats where that is concerned. All right, we've done all that, and our pre-departure briefing is complete. So briefing is complete, and logbook check. We're gonna do the other debriefing just now once we get the speeds. So let's go back to our FMC, and we have let's request it since that's already done by the system. Once that's requested, we just load. Beautiful. And we're going 340 versus 380, so we change that. Execute, logs, and request the winds. My apologies, just had an incoming call there. So we load the winds, and we're gonna check our progress page if I can get to it. So we are to land with 8.6, and then let's do our descent or load winds and execute. Clear that message. And we're good to go. All right, so that's set. So let's run now our takeoff briefing, or our takeoff configuration rather, our takeoff performance. Runway 34 left, import from the aircraft. We'll leave everything as optimum. Don't think we don't need any anti-ice for right now. And import the weather and recalculate. So we do takeoff, not takeoff 1, takeoff 42 degrees. So let's write that down. Takeoff 5 degrees flat, 42 degrees of relative temperature. And that will give us 140, 142, 144. We go to our FMC and route takeoff. Let's go back to the perf N1 limit, then take off 42 degrees. That gives us 96.1, 5 degrees of flap. And this is our CG 140, 42, 44, and those are correct. 44 is already set. Ooh, look at that. And we can arm the auto zone. Let's continue with the checklist. So our departure briefing is complete, log is checked, and we have 13.9 required and on board 13.9. So our departures briefing is complete. We can now start our APU. Let's go outside and start that bad boy. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying to figure out why Nathan is going so fast. We haven't even, what's going on, Nathan? Where you running going?
Traffic on D2 overhead, pull up on 4% to 35%.
All right, let's see if we have everybody on board. Let's give me just a second here, guys. Let me try and sort something out. All right, so we're gonna be waiting for our friend real quick. He should take about 10 minutes to get into our flight. So he's sorting that out. So we will go ahead and wait for him. Watch that Airbus A359. How many of you guys are flying the A359? It is a nice airplane. I've been flying it around. Yesterday on the last stream, we would have flown it from, where did we fly from? We flew it from, what was that last flight? I don't remember the last flight. The last flight was today. Earlier today, we did a flight from Frankfurt to Copenhagen, and that was a pretty nice flight. And then the flight before that was the 1000, and that was over there in Taipei. Also a pretty nice flight. Then the flight for Delta was the very first one that we did on the stream. Wasn't a bad flight, but that was the initial flight that we did, so there's some things that we didn't really understand either. Still learning the flight, learning the aircraft, so we will get better and better as we go along. Alright, let's double check to make sure we have everything set here on this flight. And want to say what's up to everybody. Come, feel free to say hello in the chat. You can interact with me. Don't feel like I just want to do all the talking. That's all right. You can chat with me as well. Feel free to say hello. And if you haven't already done so, press the subscribe button. Once you subscribe, please make sure that you check smash the notification bell so you don't miss the next time that we go live here on ABL268 channel. All right, so let's run through our flight plan to make sure that everything is set up. And that looks pretty good. Nice and short flight, but the headwinds are going to make it a little bit longer. 398 miles is what we're going to have to go today. Let's check that against the chart, the flight plan. For some reason, the other track, unless it's the Lido flight plan, it does not necessarily allow for you to expand it. So let's see. Now I'm not seeing what I'm trying to look for. 5340 is where we're going. All right, distance is 403 and we have 398. 5340, winds 21044. Shouldn't be that bad. It's just 44 miles on the nose. 44 knots on the nose. That shouldn't be bad. 1 hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we should be off block shortly. Boarding is now complete. And we are waiting still for our friend over there, Mr. Tyrone. Nathan said, yeah, let's push it early. Nah, man. You ready to push? You're ready to go. You're ready to GO. I don't know how you're going to fit the A350 over there. Let's look at the chart real quick. That would be interesting. Let's see what the arrival airport is. Arrival airport. Billings. Let's see, we have airport and gate. Let's check out that airport. Well, I stand corrected, brother. You can take that aircraft into Billings. It has enough runway, so go ahead, you'll be fine. The terminal gates is the problem. You might have to go on a stand, so my bad, bro. Feel free to take the A350 on a ride, yeah? That is cool. Terminal on the other hand, you might have to park on a stand or the cargo area or something like that, because that is going to be too big of an aircraft for the terminal. Nevertheless, it is flight sim. You could do what you want, and that is okay. We're checking in here with Tyrone to make sure that he is on his way. Who's that sitting beside us right here? Let's see if that's Tyrone. Oh, it's loud out here. It is loud. It is loud, man. See who's sitting beside us. Let's see. And that's a 900, and I know that Tyrone loves his 900, so that more than likely might be him sitting right beside us right here. Hey, where'd you go, man? Nathan, where did you go? 5421. Yes, that is Tyrone sitting right beside us. So he's almost ready, guys. He just loaded it and he will be ready to go shortly. All right, so we can go ahead and close up the ship. Let's make sure that we do the rest of the checklist for the before start checklist. Down to the line where we have FMS and ACARS info has been entered. Stabilizer trim is 4.0 Let's check it. It is 4.27. Let's make sure that that's set. 4.27, that's just about there. Nice. And that is checked. And the airspeed is 144 and the N1 bugs have been set. Good. So we can, hey, what's going on, Damani? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. All right, so now we are going to close up the ship. So we're going to call GSX and say, yo, let's go. Let's run the before start close. Ooh, I wasn't even on that. Good thing I said, let me run the before start flows. Wow. I would have been in the dark. Let's get rid of these two right here and request push and start. All right, and we're going to push facing west on the ramp. Actually, no, we push straight back. That's usually what they do. We push straight back. So we're gonna select push straight back and let's run the before start checklist. Before start checklist, doors closed, hydraulic panel is set, fuel panel is also set. Pipe door closed and locked, anti-collision lights is on, air conditioning panel is set, and transponder is on standby. So we're going to remove the chocks.
Release parking brakes.
And the low pressure air is on its way out, so we're good to go. Let's do the radio check. Radio check, terminal traffic radio check. Thank you so very much, Denver traffic, DAL2496. Put a start from Alpha 51 straight back for departure runway 34 left, Denver. All right. All that's set now, so we can return, menu, progress, and this will stay on the, matter of fact, we do legs on the right side. Since I'm a pilot flying, do speeds on the left side. Everything is set. All right, brakes release, and we start the timer.
Commencing push.
Cool.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Oh, there he is. He decided to come right beside all of us. Let's get a photo. Picture time. Right, got a photo with everybody. Pretty good. So we're pushing back. I was wondering if she wasn't coming to walk. Start sequence is 2, then 1. So we start sequence is 2, starting engine number 2, turning 2. Turn this music down so we can hear the engine start up. Touching the incorrect button to restart. %, and let's get some fuel. Everyone says he's ready to rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. I'm pushing back so we can start up.
Please set parking brake.
Parking brake is set and engine 2 is still turning. Engine 2 is started. Engine number 1.
Unlocking gear.
Roger. Video on 25. What do you use for your camera settings? Give me 1 second. Camera settings really in terms of the outside, meaning like this. She's just all up in the nose, man. Get out my nose. The camera settings are really just using the number pads. So I'm using the 1 to 9 on the numpad as I move around. I also have an Xbox controller. But the challenge with that, because it is a wireless controller, if I leave it for too long, then it's going to disconnect, and we don't want that. All right, let's get that going. Yes, sir. right. So engine started, and let's run the after start check. And here we go. Flight control check. Rudder left, rudder right, neutral, yoke left, right, fully back, fully forward. And if you want to see what we're doing, left, right, and we're good to go. All right. Ooh. Getting one to give it just 1 second, guys. Then we run the after start check. Cool. All right, so let's go now. Need to make sure I get this set up so I can let people know where we're going. Denver traffic, DAL2496, taxi runway 34 left via the purple line, Alpha November, Golf, Whiskey Alpha hold short runway 34 left. All right, so let's get the landing light, the taxi lights on. Start switches are continuous, and let's run the after start checklist. Generators are on, pull heat are on, anti-ice is not required, air conditioning panel is set, auto brakes is RTO, and we are ready to go. Parking brake is released. Let's rock and roll. I'll be out of your way just now. Delta 521. 5421, I'll be out of your way just now. Stand by 1 second. What's happening with my brakes? Oh. There we go. Accidentally pressed pause.
5421 will be waiting on you.
Roger.
Oh, what is the heater system was pressurized?
What's happening with this? Why it's not doing what it's supposed to do? There we go. DAL2496 is clear. You're free to push and start.
Take the side wheel, I'm myself. All right.
A350s are abounding, man. That's a nice picture right there. No one at cabin altitude warning includes. Yep, not at all. Woo. This sim looks so sweet. I need somebody to do that thing. The 514. The 514 Delta Zulu is an aircraft, A350 that I've actually been on, but nobody seems to want to do it. I want to reenact my A350 flight going on to Sydney. I'm hoping somebody does that really quickly so we can have that particular airframe, that particular registration as we head down to Sydney. I'm going to come to a stop here on Alpha November, just waiting for the guys to push and start, and then we will do. Is it false? We know it is flight beam Denver. mark you, there are some sceneries that actually the default scenes look pretty good. You would think that they are payware scenery, but nah, this one is actually payware. All right, we come to a stop right here. All of these heavy jets, man.
Depart.
You think you're ready to go, man?
Your departure runway is 34 left, right?
Hey, firm.
Roger.
Continue taxiing now to...
Right behind you.
Sunwell Southern 480 heavy Brandy Island, 35 right, 14 miles out.
I just love to hear these engines, man. Boris did an excellent job with the let's just listen to it. Woo! Sweet sound. Sweet sound. Just imagine you're sitting on a 737 flight and you're sitting right by the wing. For example, you do a spool up. Listen to the spool, listen to the spool, listen to the spool. Woo! Yes! This brings back so much memories, man. It's like you're sitting in a real airplane. That is sweet! All right, so we make a left. This is hotel, so we take the next left onto cleared left and cleared right, and we head over to Gulf, then Gulf Whiskey Alpha. Yes, we are, sir. 120. Let's see, 124. Wait, nope, you're right. We're not. Sorry, my bad. Good evening, Denver traffic. This is DAL2496. Apologize for not being on the CTAF. We are taxiing via Gulf down to Whiskey Alpha runway 34 left. So sorry about that, man. I thought we were on the CTAF. Thought we were. That is 124.3. We are now. Radio check.
5x5.
Roger. Alright, Alpha 5 and Alpha 5 we get to Whiskey Alpha. Alright, didn't do the taxi checklist, but taxi checklist is flaps 5 green light. Flight controls have been free and checked. And let's just review our departure. Departing
480 heavy, we are 5.7 mile final on the D5 right, Denver.
We are going to review our departure. SID is the let's pin 1. Take off to it is Nkata, then Harker says Arlington Carter, Nkata. Make it right here. At or below 80 knots, we'll stop for anything that make the aircraft unflyable. Between 80 knots and V1, we will stop for any fire warning above V1. Committed to takeoff, flying 3 to 7,000 feet. And then we will check the information, check the aircraft, make sure everything is good. If it's not, then we come back for landing on runway 35 left. 35 left is already here in the event that we need to make a right crosswind and come back around for a landing. Any questions? No questions. We're good to go. Tyrone is making no bones. But the Tyrone just gonna have to hold on to 2 or 3 minutes so that we don't have any issues with spacing, since there's no air traffic control online. So just hold 3 minutes. All right, we're on Whiskey Alpha. Just about to get to runway 34 left. I'm not needing time. I'm saying that you would have to hold 3 minutes before your departure so that we have enough spacing for the landing in Billings.
Traffic 480 heavy, we are turning left, Papa 7. 7 traffic.
Denver traffic, DAL2496, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Denver traffic.
3435 right is vacated, Denver left on the 5.
Let's get our exterior lights on. And before takeoff checklist, the stabilizer trim is set 4.2. Flaps 5 green light, windows closing, no other throttle on recall is
3
checked.
short left.
Runway is runway 34 left, departure is the cross wings are 1 and the first
runway
place is
34 left.
Enkata. Takeoff briefing is complete, flight attendants have been notified and they acknowledge. The radar is on and on. Engine start switches are continuous. Interior lights are as they're required, and we are ready to go before takeoff checklist is complete. Denver traffic, DAL2496 RNF to Enkata, runway 34 left, takeoff. All right, guys, here we go. Start the timer. Lights coming on. And let's go.
Denver left to 480 heavy after X Delta. Left Lima and Alpha November 2
So good. Thrust is set 94.9. Airspeed is alive. Hit, check. Release pressure on the stick. Keep that center line going. That crosswind's really pushing us, boys. Gust. V1. Rotate. Smooth rotation out of this way. Ooh.
Positive rate.
Gear coming up. Gears coming up. LNAV, VNAV speed. Denver traffic DAL2496 cleared of runway 34 left passing 6,600. Climb flight level 230. Join the crossing 1 departure. Denver traffic last close here. And command A, and we are off. Retract the flaps on schedule. Flaps 1, recheck. Flaps up.
7 traffic speed 229 Victor 35 left, vacate onto Mike and taxi by Alpha November to stand.
And there we go.
Lufthansa 480, we will follow up behind you, so we'll give you away.
No, it's okay, I've got a bit to do, you can go first if you like to sound.
Roger,
Alpha
yeah,
Lima
we're on Lima,
340.
right after Lima 480.
And we are off, guys. There is Denver in the background. Snap a picture. Keep it rolling. Aircraft is trying to maintain below 10,000 at Nakata. And we will continue the climb. Passing 10,000 feet, brother. Landing lights coming off, and we'll alert the cabin, and we are good to go. Trust is set, he says. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get our music back going now that we're above 10,000 feet. Here we go, guys. Climbing away from the Denver airport in our trusty 737-800. Cruising out today's flight number 340. Flight time is just about an hour, so we're going to try to see how far we will be once we get to cruising, how long it's going to take us. Let's spy on these people real quick. He's enjoying some of this tablet, or he's drinking something. I don't know why my system is lagging like this. That's crazy. Nevertheless, we press on. It could be just from the airport as well, why it was lagging so, but I mean, it was pretty smooth on the airport, right? All right, let me switch to 22.8 since I'm now away from the airport. I don't think that Billings has one, so let's set that if it is. E-tab, KBIL. Billings is 127.2, so we'll set that 127.200. And that is set. Climbing to 15,000 for flight number 340. Our cruise is 0.75. Of course, you're going to change that. We need to get there faster than that, guys. All right, Nathan is lined up, so he's getting ready to go. That'll be 3 people. Actually, there's a 4th person. Stefan is also going to do this flight as well. Coming up as well in the A350. We're gonna have some heavy birds coming into Billings. I mean, the airport is long enough, so I don't see why not. The only challenge that you're gonna have is parking, because you can't park at the terminals. Crossing 18,000 feet, we go standard set to 9.8. And let's go standard set. Very low pressure going on there in Denver. If you haven't already done so, guys, I would appreciate it if you will. Please feel free to subscribe. It would do the town a great deal, of course, with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much for subscribing. Those of you who have been supporting me thus far, I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. Please continue to do so. I try to do my very best to keep the streams coming almost on a daily basis, if not daily, but every other day. Also, want to ask that if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss the next time that we go live. We also have a Discord channel. Feel free to use the link in the Discord. If not here in the chat, you can do !Discord. Can't talk now. And then it will take you to the link. You can join the Discord. Also, feel free to use a flight request. If you want to see us do a particular flight on this channel, feel free to let me know. Shorter flights are better, as we are able to do them quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then if you want to see a particular livery, feel free to share that as well. We'll try to do that as well. If you want to see the route that we're doing, or you want to see the specs that I have, do exclamation point route or exclamation point specs, if I could talk properly, and you will see what I'm running on this PC. Coming up to Rick intersection. After Rick, we go to Crosswing, and then we will begin the star down into Billings. That's runway 28, all right. Cool. What's your crossing altitude, Tyrone? Quieter in the front. I'd love for us to do an A350 group flight. Probably somewhere in the Caribbean. I'll say, what flight level are you passing right now? That's for Tyrone. You could probably do a good flight in China. There's actually some airports you can do. All right, 180, cool. Nate, you on the ground yet? We have some weather coming up over here based on the weather radar. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Wind shift there. So it seems like we have some tailwinds, so that's pretty good. Let's see how long that will last. Could do LHR BGI. Yeah, that's an 8-9 hour flight. If I do that, I probably have to go live for the departure, then break, and then go live for the arrival. We can probably do it. We'll probably do that. But that's gonna have to be a weekend thing though. I like how the spacing is. The spacing looks pretty good. Spacing as it stands right now is top notch. Like you guys planned this. Nah. You need to keep the departure, man. Keep the departure. You guys planned this route. This looks nice. It looks nice. I like to see the distance. That's what we're talking about. The 521 right behind, and then 245. Looks good. Looks like we know what we're doing. Nice. So no one would have to hold, no one would have to divert. There's no S or ends flying or anything like that. You just fly our airplane. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Coming up to flight level 300. Caribbean max operations. We can do that. I've done that on the stream before, where we went from Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua, St. Kitts. Did that a little while ago. So we could probably do something again like that. Couple of legs. And now that people like Frontier has some flights attempted to overtake. No, sir. You need to maintain your spacing, sir. Coming up with flight number 340. Once you get a flight number 340, we will increase our speed so that we can keep the spacing up. Gotta get a little bit faster. All right, release the passengers. Then jump for the flight. This is your captain speaking. We are flight level 34,000 feet. Seatbelt signs now off. You're free to move around in the cabin as necessary. Of course, once you're still, we keep asked you to keep the seatbelt completely fastened around you as we can experience rough air. We have just about another 40 minutes or so in flight. Once we get a bit closer, we will give you a heads up on the weather and talk to you a little bit later in flight. Enjoy. All right, so we have 177 nautical miles to go for the arrival. So let's see, we're coming in via the Cusca, then the Bangor, then Little, Row, and Hardin. We must reach Hardin at 6,700. So let's make sure that we have that in our system. And so we do. Good. So let's go ahead and check what our performance is going to be like for the landing dispatch. Should have done it on the ground, but that's all right. Do it right. And let's calculate. Let's see what the weather is. Weather right now in Billings is Wind 030 at 11, test session map broken at 3200, broken at 9000, and altimeter is 29075. We can go ahead and put that in 29075. That might change. Let's see. It was recorded at 21:53. Current time is now 20:32. So if we arrive at 23:09, it means that it's probably going to change. So we'll have to recheck that once we get a little bit closer to make sure that it hasn't changed from 29.95. We're seeing that there might be some weather in the area, so we might just go ahead and put on the anti-ice. So let's check that with the performance tool on the landing en route. And we are gonna use auto brake 1. Anti-ice is gonna be on the engines, and let's get the weather. And we have 10,522 available, and we need 8.9. So with that, let's see, once we land, if we land and we take 8,000, we will exit at Foxtrot, then backtrot at Alpha to the RAM. That should be fine. And then CVD, so it is 11. All right, let's give a 7 knot VRAM, and that will give us 151. So that's VRAM of 151, and let's get that information in for the runway. Now I can't find my pencil. Information 3-75, wind is 0, 030 at 1, visibility 10, temperature 7. And we have clouds broken at 3,200, broken at 9,500. So there's some clouds on the way down, and there's some showers in the distance moving from south to southwest. All right, so yeah, moisture in the air, so we definitely do that. There's only one to go, 148 before top of descent. Once we get about 100 miles, we would begin our approach briefing. And then we will be ready for our top of descent. Oh, I was supposed to increase this, 0.78. Because Tyrone is gaining on me. Doing the MP today. What's MP? Ooh. That's interesting. Had a serious updraft just a while ago. Oh, you're doing the RNP. I don't know why I don't know why I saw MP a while ago. RNP. Roger, roger, roger. That is is 101 at 5, 111 at 5. And 282. Oh, okay. Turbulence is bad. I don't know. I'm not really having turbulence, but I just had an updraft a while ago that pitched the aircraft about 500 feet above. So that's. Keep those belts on, yep. Almost 200 miles. Once we get to the 100 mile before top of the descent, we begin our briefing. As of right now, we're just enjoying the music and enjoying the wing views in the country area, the mountains, or the not the mountains, but the country area of the Midwest. Leaving out of Denver, going to Billings, Montana, Northern Rockies. Somebody telling Tyrone to speed up. Guys, y'all gonna need to slow down just a little bit, because when it comes time for top of the descent, I'm not good. Y'all got, well, you see, it's gonna be y'all, because I'm not gonna be the one going around. So y'all can be fast now, but once you get close to your top of the descent, you might want to slow down so that we don't have to worry about people having to do any holes or have to do any sidestepping or going around or anything like that. And then you have more powerful engines than Tyrone, Nathan, so what's your mark right now, Nathan? .75, right? Okay, so I'm doing 0.78. Tyrone, you could probably do 0.78 for a little bit, because yeah, Nathan's still on to 0.80 or even 0.78, and that's gonna be really slow for you. But 0.78, because you've really gotten close to Tyrone. As a matter of fact, I will maintain 0.75. All right, 88 out of command, so let's go. We're gonna be using the Banghorn 3 RNAV arrival into Billings, and we're using the cluster to Banghorn, cross cluster about 15,000, and Banghorn about 15,270. Then above the lit 13.5, then Crow at 9,250. Then cross Hardy at 6700 at 230. Then we're going to be taking the ILS runway 28 right from Hardin, and we will continue to cross Eagle at 6,000, then join the localizer for runway 28 right. Should we go miss, we climb to 4,000 feet, then climb a left turn to 6,000 feet, direct Billings via wire and hold. Continue climbing to and hold to 6,000. Don't anticipate going around, but we'll just have this just in the event. And then with the approach here, a couple of antennas in the areas, we have to be mindful of those as we come into and maintain the glide slope as we are descending. Upon landing in the airport, we're landing on runway 28 right. 10,518 foot runway, we'll need 8,000 feet. So we will take land and we will expect it to leave the runway at Foxtrot. Then make a left on Alpha to the gate. For this arrival, we will land with a flaps 30, auto brakes 1, all our reverses are operational, and our approach speed file is 151 with flaps 30. Let's check the wind one more time. It is now 2242. Let's make sure that our 275, so we're still good. 2975 as our altimeter. Aircraft will begin slowing down shortly to 0.75, and then we begin our descent down to. Oh, I was trying to figure out who is this flying above me. That's a new Delta aircraft going from San Francisco to Minneapolis in a 320. Let's see if we can see him. We won't be able to. He's 15 miles away. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there he is. Right out here. His contrast is what we could see. At 1,000 feet above us. Right at the halfway point, he's getting ready to. He's coming straight towards us. That's crazy. But he's at 1,000 feet above us, so we're good. And there he is, right here. If we were in the A350, we would actually see what his call sign is. That's one cool thing about the A350. A350 comes with so many features. I am so grateful for that plane. It's really, really nice, really modern, and it really captures the essence of the A350. And I am happy to see that. If you haven't already done so, guys, please get the A350, try it out. It is a beautiful airplane. It really marvels what we've been flying from before. Again, I'm not one to be bashing different developers. I don't do that, not on this channel. If you share something, I respect what you share once it is respectful. Yeah, Jews, let's compare the butter. We leave on the run. No problem. Let's see how we do that. Yeah, it's highly advanced, and I really like the fact that it's not so heavy on the frames. It just depends on which airport you go to. They have done some optimization, albeit that I do have a graphics card that is 16 gigs VRAM. But in terms of flying it, I don't have an issue with it thus far. So that's kudos to any builds. But on the idea that I was talking about in terms of the not cussing or bashing any particular developer, PMDG has their style of doing airplanes. Aerosoft is another one who they look at just the day-to-day operations and so on. So it just depends on what the developer is trying to go after. PMDG is one that goes in depth. Some persons argue that their model is not up to par with the new environment or the new engines that are there. I can't speak to that, but it is what it is. Same with 8 days, only a little bit weird with modeling matching. Oh, with model matching. Okay. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely. Beautiful airplane. I'll fly it around for now, because once the 777-200 comes out, yeah, it's going to be a battle between that and the A350. And I know I was talking to one of my other friends where we said Tyro with the 777X. I don't know what, yo, you just love the big planes and them bars. It's up to you. The 300, like I said, is a good plane, but I just don't care for it. I prefer the 200 version of the airplane any day. It's a little bit shorter, it looks a little better from my view, and I really want to win at those flights that use the 200, especially with Delta. The Delta 777-200, I want it to get that back. American, United, you know, just do those two, and especially being able to have the 3 engine variants versus just somebody trying to say, okay, the only thing we have for the 200 is just the GE, or we have just the RR. You know, different airlines use different engines, and we want to replicate. That's the whole point of doing flight sim, you know? I'm not hating Tyron, I just don't care for it, man. I just don't care for it. Alright. Seatbelt sign come back on. Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight, this is your captain speaking. We are just about to begin to send about 2 minutes from now. Current weather in Billings is showing winds coming out of the northwest at about 7 knots, 11 miles or so. Good visibility, and we have some clouds in the air, so we'll just be mindful that we could have some bumps on the way down. Once again, thanks for choosing Delta. We know when it comes to your travel that you can choose any airline you wish to get where we need to go, so we thank you for trusting us with your travel. Until the next time, we see you on a future flight. Have a great day. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival. All right, good. So let's do our descent checklist. We have altimeters, and it's 2979, and that's cross check. We have the radio and burn to budge is not set, so the radio bugs is, let's see, the altimeter. Radio altimeter would be, let's see, 200. Is 200 or 250? 250. And that's set. Anti-ice, we'll put the anti-ice on as we descend through 10,000 feet. Approach briefing is complete. Auto brakes is level 1. Passenger signs are on. Pressurizing the panel is set. Exterior lights is set. Recall is checked. No reason that it's 2 A350s coming in. Yes, sir. Finally, we can do real routes from LGW. That is true. That is very true. That is very true. That's the reason why I haven't really been doing flights on the 777-300, because for British Airways, because those flights are not necessarily true, you know? Especially coming down to the Caribbean, flying a 777-300, nah. All right, set our MCP down to 15,000 initially. MSA is coming from no sir, we will not be finding Captain Sim. That is not the preferred preference at all. India Bravo, Mike Oscar, and we want to do 282 at 15 miles from the field, and we can do 7 nautical miles, 282 at 7. We have our range rings, which will help us with our arrival speed. Yeah, I'm not about that life. Captain Sim is not my favorite aircraft type. It looks good visually, but the systems are not the best. So, no sir, no thanks, I'm good. Building traffic, DAL2496 descending through. We'll commence descent from flight level 340 for 150, then continue descent for the ILS runway 28 right. Building traffic. Alright, leaving flight level 340. Getting some serious turbulence up here. Now I'm getting the turbulence, Tyrone. All right, we are descending. We've already done our descent checklist. And once we get below 10,000 feet, we will do the, look at those snow covered mountains. Leaving 10,000 feet, we will then get the wing and the engine anti-ice so that we don't have any issues coming through those clouds. Let's see what's going on here. What am I gonna look for? All right, okay. So 100 miles to go. Oh, right. So now that it is 22:56, let's check the weather to make sure that we still have the same. Okay. 297.5 remains. So we're good. Nathan is gonna need to slow down. Nathan, what's your current speed? Yeah, there's some weather in the area, so we're gonna have to make sure we have the anti-ice on because we don't want any issues. Because PMDG does mimic the times when you're in very cold conditions and you will see ice on the. Is that a runway down there? Oh no, almost like a landing strip right there. Yeah, PMDG does simulate some icing on the leading edge of the wing. So we want to make sure that we have those nicely warmed so we don't have any issues coming through these. I think we need to also do some call-ups. I remember when I was doing the Airbus does have that as well, where I was leaving out of Chicago and I had to do an engine run-up at the end because one of my engines was not spooling properly. And I was on the runway as well. I had to tell the controller, sir, I need about 30 seconds. Run the engine at full power for about 30 seconds or up to 75%, sorry. And then once I ran it, put it back down, then thrust was given correctly on board. So that was interesting. There's some cold weather ops. You need to do that with the 737 and see what happens with that. I wonder how it handles with the A350. You're gonna see it been true. I'm gonna try some very cold weather and see what happens. That's interesting. LNC. Let's see, what is that? What is that, Nathan? Putting from Bighorn, continue descent down to 9,000. It's smoothed out for me. It could be that these mountains as well though. I wonder if that's how it is in the real world, especially during the summer. Oh, I talked too fast. Started bouncing. Oh, okay. Rovaniemi as well. Actually, no, that's a small airport. But yeah, we can go. Oh, Helsinki. That's what you meant. Alright, so you're gonna be flying through these clouds. So let's go ahead and get these anti-ice on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see it. Let's see this wing shake. Standard is now set. Let's double check these. All right, 2976 and local set. Still love my PMDG. This is true, man. PMDG is pretty good. I don't care what anybody says. I love I grew up on PMDG, if I could say that, and they haven't really disappointed. And just okay, I shouldn't say they haven't disappointed at all, but in terms of the minor disappointment with the sounds on the 777, outside of that, that's what simplest even the aircraft isn't. Yeah, you're quite right, Caribfly. It's not. It looks simple, but it's not as simple as people would think. Because if you don't know what you're doing, the aircraft will not move. And that's one of the things I like about, since I moved from FS9 or even within FS9, flying those different airplanes, I could not do, once you go pairware, you just can't go back. The flight, the UFB of the PMDG, you're talking about the EFB? Austin 1850, that's good. So that means it's not just us alone. Nice. Tech bad up is what you call it. The bouncing around, man. All of this later with the proper weather radar, like FSF is, and there was some, yes, and I agree. But you see, that now is a Microsoft Flight Simulator thing. I'm still baffled as to how you do a simulator without having weather, because one of the biggest factors in aviation is the weather. I don't know. Well, based on what the alternate destination for me is Missoula. But in terms of the weather radar, or the weather radar for for Microsoft Flight Simulator, they said it is something with their provider. But I'm just trying to understand. Okay, so you have these issues, you're trying to get them resolved because we need weather in the sim. So I don't know. We take what we get. For right now, we're able to see something, so we'll accept it. All right, 12,000 feet. Gonna do some speed intervention right now. Actually, some level change to bring the speed back. And there we're doing all those bouncing around. Runways to it right, sir. Yeah, we can see it. Right, and that's the thing. It's just not represented like it's supposed to. So we need to have that properly fixed. But we just gotta wait. You're flying through rain and you can't even, so if you go outside you hardly see the rain falling. I think they fixed that where you can actually see rain falling outside to some degree, but it's not like what you would see when we're in P3D. So I hope they really get that sorted out as soon as possible so that we can at least have that in the sim. Descending through 10,000 feet, we'll switch now to the CETA, which is 127.2. Now set our altitude to 6,700 across Radeon. Let's look at our charts real quick. And let's see what the speed says. 250. All right, so 230 is where we gotta go. Crossing 10,000, our fixed landing lights can go on. Start shooting continuous, and wing lights coming up. And let's run a chime. And run the approach checklist. Approach checklist flight and navigation instruments are checked. Chime has been cycled. Altimeter is 2976 and cross check. Approach briefing is complete. Approach checklist is complete. Switching to 127.2. British traffic DAL2496 descending through 9,300 direct to Radeon to cross Radeon at 6,700 for the ILS runway to it right. Billings. Alright, so let's get some speed brakes out to assist our airplane, and you can hear the difference in the airflow. Love Boris for that. Reduce it down just a little bit. All right. We continue our approach into Billings. And we'll continue to reduce our speed down to 210. nautical miles out. Let's leave it at 220 because we need to cross that at 6,700, so we need to make sure we cross that as it is mandatory. And then we can always reduce our speed shortly. And crossing our next altitude is 6,000, so we'll put 6,000 in the altitude. A little bit high, but that's okay. We're still below the glide, so that's good. Let's slow down to 200 knots now. And let's get 1 notch of flaps out. Flaps 1.
Billy traffic, United.
All right.
Frequency.
Reset. Okay, firm. Right, so we're descending now to
Loud and clear, boss. You close up behind me.
Come on, I'm passing now.
I just
Alright,
get
gotcha.
past, man.
I'm at 10,000 feet, no descending.
All right, let's reduce now to 180. And let's get flaps 5. And arm the localizer and the approach. Village traffic at the 2496 on the ILS runway 28 right, 9 mile final. Gear down. Final approach speed.
Delta Company
Flaps
5421, 8,000 feet above the ground, coming in for the approach.
Flaps 15. Flaps 25.
Billy traffic,
Flaps 30.
slow into 20.
Landing checklist. Landing checklist. Landing gear down 3 green. Flaps 30 green light. Speed brake arm green light. Cartridges are continuous. Landing checklist is complete. All right. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Finish traffic at the 2496, 5 mile final, runway 28 right. What's going on, Fat? Welcome, brother.
Billy traffic, Delta 645 on the RMP approach, 28 right.
Company, how are you? Company,
Sure.
how high are you?
We are 6,700, going down to cross Victor at 5,000.
Got 6,700.
Roger.
All right.
I'm at
Getting bounced
6,800.
around.
Had you inside, but no, I can't see you.
All right. 500 feet, my airplane. And listen, matter of fact, I'm going to take it now. Look at that ridge right there. That's cool.
Delta 2496, you're running gears.
Yes, sir. We are 3 mile final runway 28 right, 2496.
Roger.
Getting bounced around here, guys. Woo!
I company them at 6,400, doing 219 knots.
30, 20.
And
Delta 245 slowing.
we're down.
You go ahead, brother. Slow down this is the final approach speed. Let me lag a bit so you can go ahead.
Okay.
I'm at 208 knots now and slowing. Think if you can get in there, that'll be good.
Minus 104. Nice. Manual braking. So we missed our exit. So we go to the next one, which is, see, this is saying Charlie. Okay. Right on the money, 1 hour and 4 minutes.
On runway 10 left.
Billings traffic, Delta 2496, cleared runway Charlie, taxi, Charlie Alpha to the ramp. Left some butter on the runway for you guys. Oh, look at that. You see their lights as they come in. They gotta fight that now to see who's gonna come in there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Looking pretty good, guys. Looking good, looking good. After landing flows.
Company man final approach, 9 miles from the field.
Finish approach, Delta 345, Mr. Approach.
Missed approach.
Going around.
Woo!
Mr. Approach going around. Okay, I'm coming in for landing.
Landing lights can come off. Start the APU. And there goes the A350 going around. Sorry, Nathan.
So if you realize the winds are 23 knots out to the east, right?
Yeah, it was not the best, but hey, brought the airplane down. Appreciate it, Fat. Appreciate it. It was nice.
The partner on they go around.
1004.
But 23 knots out to the east, boy, that's crazy.
That's crazy, but hey, we were able to land, and that's good. Let's see which gates you want to go to today. Let's see which gates you want to go to.
Approaching 25.
Let's go to Bravo 1. Ooh.
That's what I'm trained for.
Strobe lights coming on as you cross the taxiway. Ooh. No, we're not Spirit.
Crossing 25.
Let's change the facility. We're going to B1. But we want Delta. Okay. Revoke parking services.
This traffic Delta 345 heading 090.
Let's try this again. B1. No. And we want Delta. Alright, let's reset that. Here's facility. Bravo, let's see. Bravo 2, let's see. Oh. Tyrone means he's not going around. All right. That's fantastic. And that looks pretty good. That looked pretty good. Excellent job, Tyrone.
Underground,
Company
fella.
aircraft on final, what's your position?
Excellent job, guys. Let's go Alpha 1. Let's see if I can change that to Alpha 1. All right, there we go. Delta. Where you at? There we go. Right there.
Wasn't going to go around.
Knowing you, I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, brother. Not going around. Put it down.
The other runway that is going across 28 right, you really messed with me. I thought it was the runway to the right because I'm looking at the light on the other side. I'm not seeing a runway as I went around.
Oh, all right.
Just follow my trail.
All right, after takeoff checklist, after landing checklist.
Finish traffic there.
Exterior lights are set, engine start switches are off, flaps are up,
You should have broke
speed
up the
brake down
island.
to 10, radar is on,
Use the
transponder
guidance.
is set, and let's not blind the people.
RMP is way more accurate.
Oh, yeah?
And then going straight into Alpha 1.
Oh, 126 minutes. That's good.
Yeah, 126 indeed. That was a nice
Wait,
flight.
gate available.
All right, let's see if we can get a dance today. Let's see if we can get a nice dance today. I'm not gonna get no dance, guys. I can guarantee you there's no dance today. Parking brake is set, and let's go APU on the buses, and we can run off the barked a bit too far. Oh well, whatever. Seatbelt signs coming off, and let's request deboarding. We will wait for our friends there to get back to.
Finish traffic Delta 555 turning on short final gear right.
Oh, look at that. That embankment right there. This is start. Woo! Look at that. Yes, by the ground power. Wouldn't want to be
Passengers deboarding
on this end of. Ooh, look at that. Right on a plateau. Not a bad airport. And this airport is actually freeware, guys. So if you wanted to get it, it is freeware on flightsim.to, Billings, Kilo Bravo India Lima. It is freeware and it looks pretty good. Okay, let's run these after landing checklist, and we are good to go. Shutdown checklist, passenger sign, electrical is on, engine start levers are cut off, transponder is standby, anti-collision lights off, fuel pumps off, reception of the APU, fuel pumps off, window heat are on, probe heat off, anti-ice off, electronic pumps A and B are off. The air conditioning panel is set, APU is running but not applied. Parking brake is set, and the shutdown checklist is complete. Thank you so very much, guys, for joining this flight. I am grateful for my friends here. Let's watch the A350 come in. Should have one more. Let's see if we can see a nice landing from the A359. Oh, look at it falling. And touchdown. Nice. Welcome to Billings, brother.
You over there sweat now, you over there sweat.
Why is a visual I pull in and boy?
See your sweat in the cockpit.
Yeah, boy.
Guys, he's sweating.
Weather bad.
Boy, a wind just pulled me off my head in there when I reached about 200 feet over.
I saw when you corrected right.
Yeah, boy, it was by sight, man. I really get lucky with that one.
We have one more who is on the way,
Serious correction.
and we will see that he lands, and then we will be done for the
That I
day.
will mean I'm going down, so make it pull.
$739 King says Tyrone. Yeah, Stefan is 10 minutes out. He's a little less than 10 minutes out. So we'll wait for him to get on the ground. He's flying a 339 coming into
She's
the...
now telling me I have 0 suitable parking, so let's see how this works.
Say that again.
0 suitable parking from GSX, that's what they just told me.
But of course, you fly that heavy metal coming into Billings. Billings ain't accustomed to that kind of traffic.
I'll make something work, man.
Nothing at all wrong with that, bro.
I'm going to tell the boy, look, hold the material, come the little while, boy. Look at the material.
A whole lot of metal, man. Alright, so we have Delta 2150 and a 339 coming in as well. But we want to see it. I came inside because it is pretty loud outside. So we're seeing the A350 coming back here. That is good. Guys, if you haven't already done so, thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe. If you like the content, consider leaving a like as well on this video. Of course, you can always join the Discord where we will discuss things, all things aviation. And if you have a particular flight that you want to see us do on the stream, feel free to let us know either in the comments or in the appropriate section in the Discord so that we can try to accommodate that request. We're all here about pleasing the fans. We want to make sure that you are enjoying the views. So feel free to share when you come on the stream. Feel free to talk with us. We don't bite, and so we really wanna interact with you. So feel free to join the Discord. If you're subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next time that we go live, so that you are always in the know. There is also a messages will be sent in the Discord, so you are also alerted there for our group flights or flight information when we go live. So feel free to join the Discord. It is encouraged, so we can talk. You can also share some of your videos, your pictures from flight sim. Yeah, try to make sure this channel grows. Delta 2150. Which runway are you going to? Thank you, Fat. Appreciate it. Stefan, I don't think you're on 125. What is it? 127. What's the frequency? 127.2. You might still be on Unicom. Seems like he's going to the other end of the runway. Stefan, if you're on the live, you should be on 127.2, which is the CTAF for Village. Guys, are we flying somewhere else tonight, or this is it? This is a nice picture. Five by five.
By 5, bro.
Yeah, I'm flying down and I'm about to meet the base for final.
You landing in the opposite direction.
See you again?
You're landing in the opposite direction. We landed 28 right.
Are you kidding?
He's gonna accept some weird wins.
Why did Simbrief give me this time? The winds that I have right now is 330 at 11. Is that not accurate?
300. Yeah, but then that's still runway 28 right, no? We're gonna go on this side to check out his landing. Doing some plane spotting as we wait for our final aircraft to come in on runway 10. One of the other things that I like about Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, you guys notice that there is the elevation. So when I came down from runway right across this crossing runway here, runway 15, I think it is, I had the aircraft started to speed up because of this little ramp right here. So I like that, because even if you look across this area on the active runway, coming towards the very end as well, there's an uphill and uprising. So that's actually pretty good. Let's see if we see his lights. Runway's all yours. Oh, there he is. There he is. Turn, man. Turn, turn, turn. Maybe a little bit high. Woo. This is not looking nice at all. Oh my goodness. Guy, you're making me nervous. Woo. All right. That looks more stable. There we go. And touchdown. There we go. Welcome 2152 Billings. Ooh. Guy popping wheelie and thing. Welcome to
That look
Billings.
good. That look real good. Holy.
Man, I do really bought a machine over there, man.
Oh jeez.
holy God. Holy God.
Oh my goodness, that was good. That was nice. That was nice. Guy made me nervous, boy. Look at that. Fellas brought the A330 to A350 to a small fry party, but they made it work.
Delta 2150 is clear right now.
Welcome, brother.
Yes, what is it?
And then the guy's doing a professional taxi.
Company, yes, what is it?
Ah.
I tell you, real professional taxi.
Indeed. Real professional taxi indeed. Guys making sure you wait for him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the A3392 Billings. I am just now realizing that my landing rate was -16. I thought I saw -100. Oh my goodness, that was smooth. Woo. That was smooth. Don't bother clip off the boss man wing now, you know. Oh boy. Take off the man wing. Take off the man wing. Look at that. And there you have it, guys. We are all here on the ramp after a nice little flight down from Denver to Billings. If you enjoyed it, please smash the like button and show your appreciation. Thanks guys for coming, Nate, Tyrone, and Stefan, to this trip. It was great having you guys. We'll definitely talk so we can do another group flight as we continue to make some content for the folk. Thank you so much for joining. Until the very next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Until next time, see ya.
Hey guys, I'm signing off. Nice man, we all. Peace out.